Hi, in this video you'll learn about the this keyword. In a prior lesson, you learned a bit about variable scope. Scope determines where in a program a variable exists and can be used. In this example class, there are a variety of variables with a variety of scopes. Let's look at each one. The instance variable, instavar, has a scope of the entire class, so it can be used anywhere within the class. The parameter x is a local variable for the method add. It can be used anywhere within the method. The variable local_var is also a local variable for the method add and has the same scope as the parameter. And finally, the variable I is created within the for loop, so it can only be used inside of the loop. As you can see from this example, each variable exists in different contexts within the program depending on where the variable is located. Generally, a variable exists only between the brackets it's declared in. And remember, if two variables have the same name in the same overlapping scope, like the variable x now, then the variable with the more specific scope, in this case the parameter variable, takes precedence in that scope. Therefore, all the x's in this add method will be the parameter variable, not the instance variable. This particular issue with scope connects to something you learned earlier in the course. The names of the constructor parameters must be different from the names of the instance variables. Well, you've been wondering about this for a while, and now you can finally understand why. Let's first start by seeing what happens if the names are the same. Now, the parameter names make more intuitive sense, but the problem is that now you have name equals name and age equals age inside the constructor. This creates a naming conflict where the parameters and instance variables have the same names, and since the parameters are more specific in this scope, both variables are referring to the parameters. It's just setting the parameters equal to themselves, and nothing gets assigned to the instance variables. With this, the instance variables retain their default values of null and 0. You can avoid this problem by using the keyword this to specify which variables are the object's own instance variables. The this keyword is a way for an object to refer to itself. Think of it as the object saying, "I'm talking about me." Within an instance method or constructor, the this keyword acts as a special variable that holds a reference to the current object, the object whose method or constructor is being called. Because this stores a reference to the current object, you can use the dot notation to access the instance variables of the object. By writing this.name and this.age, you are specifically accessing the instance variables associated with this's object. It's just like using objectName.variable or objectName.method from outside the class. This is doing the same thing, just within itself. As a result, now you can use the same variable name for both the instance variables and the parameter variables within the constructor. Okay, so which option is better? Unique parameter names or using the this keyword? In the top constructor option, the parameter names are unique, person name and person age, which avoids any naming conflicts with the instance variables. This approach keeps the code simple, but it can result in longer or less intuitive parameter names, especially in larger projects. In the bottom example, the parameters have the same names as the instance variables, and the this keyword is used to distinguish between them. This can make the code more consistent, as the parameter names align with the instance variables, but it requires careful use of the keyword to have the constructor function properly. Ultimately, it's up to you, or the program you're working on, to choose the option that is clearer and easier to understand. Since the this keyword holds a reference to the object, you can also use it to call the object's methods. Here, the constructor is calling the setDefaultValues method, but unless you have other naming conflicts, or you just want to be explicit in calling a method within itself, the this keyword is not really needed and your code can be simpler if you leave it out. Here's a slightly different example, where the method isOlder is comparing the ages between this object and another parameter object. While the keyword this isn't strictly necessary here, including it makes it really clear what's being compared, the ages between this object with the parameter object. One important note, static class methods like this one, which returns a count of person objects that have been made, do not have access to anything object related, like instance variables, and cannot use a this reference. These methods belong to the class and not individual instance objects. And finally, the this keyword can also be used as an argument to pass the current object to a method. Here's a method that greets a parameter person's name. This works great if you want this person object to greet another person object. But let's say you want the option for this person object to say hello to itself. This greetSelf method calls the greet method above using the this keyword as an argument. In this way, the current object gets passed to the greet method and therefore prints out a greeting to itself. Now it's your turn to practice using the this keyword in your own programs.